Dutch Schultz, born Arthur Flegenheimer on August 6, 1902, in the Bronx, New York, was a notorious figure in the world of organized crime during the Prohibition era. Schultz's life is a blend of ambition, violence, and mystery, particularly surrounding his wealth, criminal enterprise, and his ultimate demise. Early life and rise to power. Arthur Flegenheimer grew up in a poor Jewish family. His father abandoned the family when Arthur was just 14, forcing him to drop out of school and help support his mother and sister. He quickly turned to crime, committing petty theft and burglary. Flegenheimer adopted the alias Dutch Schultz as he climbed the ranks in the New York underworld. During Prohibition, 1920 to 1933, Schultz began running illegal alcohol operations. Partnering with other criminals, he established a bootlegging empire in the Bronx and Harlem, often using brutal tactics to take over rival territories. Schultz was known for his violent temper, and he wasn't shy about using extreme measures to enforce his will. Criminal empire. Schultz's criminal enterprise wasn't limited to bootlegging. After the repeal of Prohibition, he shifted his focus to other rackets, including illegal gambling, extortion, and labor union control. He became particularly infamous for his numbers racket, an illegal lottery that preyed on the working-class citizens of New York City. Dutch Schultz's gambling empire extended across New York, generating millions of dollars. He earned a reputation for ruthlessness and unpredictability, regularly resorting to violence against rivals and traitors. His main associates were a dangerous group of mobsters, including the feared hitman Charles, the bug workman, and enforcer Abe Landau. Legal troubles and discoveries. Schultz's success and notoriety eventually drew the attention of federal law enforcement. In the early 1930s, U.S. Attorney Thomas E. Dewey made Schultz a prime target, particularly focusing on his tax evasion. Schultz had amassed a fortune from his criminal activities, much of which was hidden through complex financial schemes. In 1933, Schultz was indicted for tax evasion, but through bribes and intimidation of witnesses, he managed to escape conviction at first. His 1935 trial was moved to upstate New York, where he manipulated the local jury and was acquitted of the charges. However, Dewey remained determined to bring Schultz to justice. The hidden fortune. One of the most enduring legends about Dutch Schultz is the rumor of his hidden fortune. Fearing the government's crackdown, Schultz allegedly buried millions of dollars worth of cash, bonds, and jewels somewhere in upstate New York before his death. The treasure has never been recovered, leading to decades of speculation and treasure hunts. Some believe Schultz buried the money near the Catskills or in the small town of Phoenicia, New York. This story has turned into a modern myth, with many speculating that the treasure could still be out there waiting to be found. Downfall and assassination. As Dewey closed in, Schultz became increasingly paranoid and desperate. In a bid to avoid prosecution, he proposed assassinating Dewey. This plan, however, was rejected by the Mafia Commission, a ruling body of organized crime leaders. They feared Dewey's assassination would lead to an all-out war with law enforcement and bring too much heat on the entire underworld. Instead, the Mafia Commission decided that Schultz had become too dangerous and unpredictable. On October 23, 1935, Schultz was shot in the Palace Chop House in Newark, New Jersey, by hitmen from Murder Incorporated, the mob's assassination squad. He was shot multiple times but lingered in the hospital for about 24 hours before dying. During his final hours, Schultz reportedly rambled incoherently, his words cryptic and disjointed. Many believe that his dying words contained clues about the location of his hidden treasure, but nothing concrete has ever been found. Legacy. Dutch Schultz's death marked the end of one of the most violent and chaotic chapters in New York City's organized crime history. Despite his violent rise to power and his equally brutal demise, Schultz's legacy lives on, particularly through the mystery of his lost fortune. His story is one of ambition and greed, but also paranoia and betrayal, common themes in the world of organized crime. His life continues to inspire books, films, and documentaries, making Dutch Schultz one of the most enigmatic and infamous figures of the Prohibition era. Thanks for tuning into Sika True Crime Docs. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more captivating tales. Your support helps us keep bringing these stories to life. See you in the next episode.